Jody Hildebrandt's website Connexions is still up, and we're going to skim through it today and talk about all that's going on it. Are you ready to feel empowered? Hello, Sofa Squad, and welcome back to the sofa. The sofa's back there pretending to be a sofa, and Roscoe's up here being our mascot. There's no pretending when it comes to that, and my name is Paul if you're new here. Now, what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be doing a bit of a different style video than we're used to every year, okay? But we're going to be reviewing the site Connexions. Now, this is the business that Jody and Ruby were partners. They did this, and it was, it's looking at it with the lens that we know of what's going on now. It's super creepy. I'm shocked it's still up, but the videos have been taken down. So I keep getting emails and comments like, oh, did you look at this part? Did you look at that part? So I was like, you know what? We're just going to skim through the website for today's video and look at it. So just bear with me, okay? Just bear with me. And the way we'll do that is I'm going to have a screen record up here at the website, and I'm just going to kind of talk through it, and, we'll just review certain parts of it that are of interest. So if that interests you, then buckle up on the sofa back there and stay tuned for the video. Okay, so I have the website up here. It's called Connexions, and we're just going to kind of go through the tabs and look at different things and whatnot. Now, first, we're just going to do a whole scroll to the front page. We see this happy couple with kids. Create joy in your life and relationships. Learn to successfully navigate life with Jody Hildebrandt, MS. Yeah, yikes, okay? Because at this point, we know so many people have come forward with their story of how they were victimized by her through this kind of stuff, right? So let's keep going. So it comes down here and it says Connexions is a different modality of healing that psychotherapy cannot offer you. Well, good God, you can say that twice. I mean, for real. Transform your pain into joy. How about transform your joy into pain? Let's make this more of an accurate reading of how this should be. Choose the life you want to have. No. Exchange your confusion for clarity. Exchange your clarity for confusion. It's the hypocrisy for me, okay? Because hearing the stories that people have come out with and then reading this, I'm like, this is a total sham. Let's keep going. Now, here we see this cute couple, and this is the thing, right? Everybody's like, first of all, the victims that you hear are all like, my ex-wife, which, I mean, how do you come back from this, right? But then it's like, oh, we were, a couple, the church sent us to Jody, they suggested Jody, we got in there, and then our lives fell apart at her hands. So, does real change seem out of reach? You're a man who doesn't feel good enough, and you're just trying to survive another day with your child. You're a husband that gave up on your marriage a long time ago. You're a teen young adult who has been paralyzed by anxiety, depression, and addiction. You've gone to multiple therapists for yourself or your child without experiencing any real results. Now again, look at the common themes. You're a man who doesn't feel good enough. Look at what all these victims are saying of, the men specifically, of, oh, she tried to make me feel like, I was the problem, I wasn't good enough, I had to leave. But yet here we see they're asking these questions, and going into it that way. It blows my mind, to be honest. Now let's go on to the next thing. You have the power to choose what the story of your life is going to be. Empower your life with training that is built on principles of honesty, responsibility, and humility. I mean, a complete lie, right? Connexions offers training that takes self-improvement to a whole new level. Start empowering your life with these training options. Empowering Joy membership, $21 a month. Join the Empowering Joy community live on Zoom every Saturday, 7 to 8 Mountain Time. Get 24/7 access to Connexions digital library, which includes 50 plus videos of Jody live training sessions, retreats, and a self-care digital course. I mean, cannot roll my eyes hard enough. Men and women's team, $75 a week for 3 months. So this is a week, right? So that's what, $150. So we're looking at $300 a month. Meet with a group of men or women for 90 minutes each week to empower each other to heal and change. Jody Hildebrandt, MS, moderates each team and provides live training and feedback on your immediate situation and needs. Now remember this, that the thing that we heard, common themes we've heard is, it starts off with men and women's groups and everything's fine and dandy, and then she separates you, okay? And she's leading the men's group, and I'm just like, shouldn't a guy be leading that? We'll get into some of my thoughts, because the more and more that this comes out and her obsession on the S word. You know, I don't want to say it because I might mess the video up. But, you know, relations, let's call it. She is obsessed with this, okay? And typically when you find someone who is obsessed on something like this and really preaching out about it, they are guilty of some form of that, like whatever it might be. I think she might have hidden desires. And again, this is just my opinion. This is not true. This is not based in fact, okay? So this is just me going off on a sofa tangent here. I think that she might have some hidden desires that she is projecting onto others, possibly trying to separate the man to make the woman more accessible. But again, we don't know that to be true or factual or evidence-based. It's just a little bit of a hunch that I got. But anyways, let's keep going. So it says one-on-one training with Jody, $181 a session. Well, my God, I'd have buyer's remorse over that. Meet with Jody one-on-one for 50 minutes to get personal help and feedback on your unique situation and needs. And this is where she abuses you, basically. So this, you know, $181 a session for abuse, literally. Now, we're not going to click the Transform with Jody button quite yet. Now, I did this in another video, but we'll kind of just quickly go through it. This is her, are you ready to feel empowered? Hello, I'm Jody Hildebrandt, MS, your mental fitness and relationship expert. Again, y'all said that when people, I said in another video, I'll say it again, be very leery and weary and antennas up when people tout themselves like this, okay? Especially with zero credentials, okay? This is red flag central. You know, expert this, I'll fix your problems. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Be very careful. And, you know, here's the thing. These couples and stuff like that, these people, they didn't know. Their church, the people they look up to is suggesting her, right? So, I mean, what are you gonna, you're gonna think that she's okay, you know, you're going to go along with it to a certain degree. But then as we hear, when people start saying, whoa, this isn't right, that's when she comes out and destroys your life. Let's continue. She says, I've spent over 25 years working with people just like you to help facilitate positive and powerful change. No. Absolutely not. She is not. I began practicing in the psychotherapy world and my patients were not healing. Well, amen, sister. She got that part right. When I began empowering people by educating them with principles of truth, learning to be honest, responsible, and humble, I saw my patients radically change right in front of me. I'm sure for the worse, right? You don't have to be a victim to your circumstance or the people around you. You can have the life you want, but you must dispose of distortions, ugly lies in order to live in truth, connection, and freedom. Very Lori Vallow here. Very Lori Vallow. Start your training with Connexions to work on the foundations necessary to uncover the truth. You have the power to make positive change and long-lasting changes that can help transform your life and completely change the path that you're on. See you soon, Jody. Now let's just go down a little bit. And then it comes down here with some reviews and whatnot. I'm sure they're fake. And then we come down here, successfully navigating your life and relationships with clarity begins with you. And it's just going in again, really trying to sell these memberships. And then again, trying to sell these things, discover the power to the limit. Download Jody's free mental fitness guide, Joy in Life and Relationships. My word, let's try and download it. Please, Lord, let it still be up. Please, Lord, let it still be up. Oh, it wants me to submit something. Let's see here. You know what? Let's just try it out, y'all. Let's go for Sofa Squad. Reporting live from my sofa. We don't want that. Check it out. I want to work on myself. Yep. Roscoe, do I need some help parenting? He says yes. He says I do not give out enough treats. I don't let him sleep enough, okay? It worked. Oh my God. Okay. 20 pages, well, we're not doing that. This will be a 5-day video, my God. Y'all, so here's the thing. We're going to make this a separate thing. I'll go through it and see if it's good or not, because I wasn't expecting this to actually work. But let's quickly just go through Paige's story. She's doing a story here. Be thoughtful. Truth and distortion. Okay, we do need to read this. Truth. Truth is the choice to be honest, responsible, and humble. Truth is relating to things that are eternal, everlasting, concrete, and factual. Truths are empirical, impersonal, and knowable by a third party. Truth is subjective and cannot be changed by a person's perceptions, opinions, or emotions. Distortion. Distortion means distorting the truth. Distortion is the choice, conscious or unconscious, to not tell yourself the truth. Distortion is not honest, responsible, or humble. It invites you to believe lies about yourself, others, and God. Okay, so examples. We are vulnerable. Truth. We all have experiences. Truth. And then we go down to the next one. Examples. I'm better than you. Distortion. You can't sing. Give up. Distortion. So again, this whole distortion, truth thing, again, it's giving Colty, it's giving Lori Daybell Vallow, it's giving all that, right? And we've heard this whole thing of them talking about this distortion, this and that. But you see, Jody's the one living in distortion, yet gaslighting everyone into thinking that while she lines her pockets, okay? So again, we're gonna do a separate thing on this because that will take forever, and so we'll do that. Okay, so now we're back at the top of the screen again for the things here. I have been dying to click the shop icon, so let's just go to it. Workbooks, you are not enough DVDs in bundles. Well, let's see what the workbooks are. Oh, there's plenty. The phone number is still there. So addiction, cycle, shame versus guilt, anger, fear, and triggers, boundaries, good Lord, business culture workbook, control, surrender, codependency, caretaking, distraction and fantasy workbook, drama, my God, I know she wrote the book on that, empathy, vulnerability, validation and risk, connecting families. Where's the one on destroying families? Because that seems to be the main topic of her choice, right? Faulty, core beliefs and denials, forgiveness, humility, healthy sexuality and connection, love and lust, parenting workbook, perceptions, motive and agendas, teens workbook. Why is she holding that on there? Y'all look at this thing right here with her holding that. I mean, come on. The self-importance is just sickening. Masterclass workbook. I'm not gonna lie, I really want to read some of these. Now the prices are like 16, 17, 30, 40. You get bundles and whatnot. Yeah, so let's pick one that seems to be on brand for this whole situation. Distraction and fantasy workbook. Okay, so it's $37. Distraction is a precursor to disconnection and addiction. Now remember, she has this obsession with everybody being addicted to something and men being like these creatures that, you know, have this high sex drive and that's destroying the family and all this and whatnot. This is where we'll get into a little bit of the whole thing of like, what are you trying to get at, girl? You know, because she seems to either be jealous of this or it's something, right? There's something there. Or maybe that's her and so she projects it onto the men. I don't know, okay? But let's keep clicking through. So my classes, let's click that because I didn't see that there. Oh, okay. That's like classes if we signed up for them. Let's go back to shop. You're not enough. This book is groundbreaking, I'm sure. This book is groundbreaking. Jody introduces a mind-blowing concept of you are not enough. Jody explains that you are not a soul that is measured by enoughness. Jody's vulnerable style helps you understand each principle she teaches. It invites people to engage the principles of connection, what distortion is, again, distortion, and how to choose the foundational principles of honest, responsible, and humble in order to battle the lie of distortion. Okay, so got it. We don't need that. That's not going in the cart. We don't need it. DVDs. Lord, you know I want one. Okay, let's see here. This is back to the bundle. So this is the bundles that you can do where you can bundle this stuff. I mean, my word. I really want to see if they're selling it. I might end up buying one at some point, but not right now. And then the bundles is that. Okay, so for business, let's see what this is. Strengthen your mental and emotional health in the workplace. Lord, how many businesses have crumbled and gone bankrupt at her hands. I mean, seriously. There are two areas that directly affect productivity, mental health, and interpersonal relationships. If anyone is not healthy mentally and emotionally, they're going to struggle to be effective. If there are conflicts, misunderstandings, poor communication, or tension between anyone in your company, productivity is hindered. And it just goes on here. Connection training was brought to... Oh my gosh. Let's see what this... Please let the video work, y'all. Cross your fingers if you're watching. It might not. It might not. Let's see.
So Connexions was brought into our company to give us a training, and it was first introduced to managers and then to the rest of the company. I think that was a great approach. First, we were able to work as peers about problems that we were having or actually just gaining skills that we may need. Now we're more aware as managers. We're able to talk about these issues and involve our employees and making sure that we can continue progressing and being a better team.
Well, thank the Lord that was still working. Okay. You know that she probably was blackmailing him to say that, right? At this point, I mean, we can't trust anything. Now, this just goes on here to some more stuff. What are leaders saying? Just trying to sell you on it. Oh, oh my God, the packages with the prices. Individual leader training ship 6-week program, $800. Team leadership training, 6 weeks, $5,000. Doesn't include the cost of the workbooks. Company leadership training, 18 weeks, $15,000. Does not include the workbook cost. I mean... But this is the thing. So many people do this stuff these days where they have these, like, you know, McDonald's credentials. You know what I'm saying? Like, drive-through credentials. I'm not saying just McDonald's, but you know what I mean. You know, they don't have credentials is what I'm getting at. You know, they got them in a nefarious way to do the stuff that they're touting, like this right here. $15,000. Look at the damage she's done, right? And she wants 15 grand to go into a company and help run it into the ground. I mean, please. Literally, please. Okay, masterclass workbook. Of course, it's going to be the most expensive one. $35. Call for custom pricing. Then there you go, that stuff. Okay, now we're going to get down to this here in a second. About us. Meet the founder. Now, I did this in another video, but we might have to do it again here.
Connexions is the solution. You can change. You can experience feelings of being whole, centered, liberated, connected, empowered, and free. Come and see for yourself. There's something here for you.
I mean, it's like she struggled to get those kind words out, right? Here's the thing. You know, at this point, everything is alleged. She has not seen her day in court. So again, this is not factual. This is, you know, all this kind of allegations. But so many people have the same exact MO from children to adults. It is scary, okay? Her story is rather long, so I'm not going to make you go through that. We're just going to get down to, you know, some of these little things you're seeing on the screen now, mission statement, etc. We invite and encourage healing and facilitate personal growth through impeccable honesty, rigorous personal responsibility, and vulnerable humility. Values: honest, responsible, humble. Then FAQ, will I access my course if I start the monthly subscription? How does the subscription go for? How long does it take for my workbook? Do I have to finish the course? No, you don't have to do any of this. It's all good, but just give us your money. Learn. Arming the Next Generation class prerequisite. Let's see what this happens. I think this is where we get into, I remember the book I said, why is she carrying that armor? This is that. Arming the Next Generation with Weapons of Truth, 5-week parenting course to help your teens and preteens successfully navigate life and relationships. I want to read the chapter on duct tape. Because clearly it's a thing, right? Let's read this right here. So this Connections course is built on a modality of healing that psychotherapy can offer you. Wink, wink, right? Help your child process their thoughts and emotions. Empower your child to embrace honesty and responsibility. Guide your child to overcome lust and distractions. Okay, there. Huge thing with Jody is this lust, distractions, this, that, and the other. She literally projects this onto, I guess, kids too, and men constantly. So does real change seem out of reach for your child? Your son is more connected to his phone than you and your friends. Your daughter struggles with anxiety, never feels like she's good enough. Lust and addiction has kept your teen disconnected from reality and real relationships. You've gone to multiple therapists without experiencing any real results. And then this is just going into her sales pitch here of, you know, the 5 weeks online training courses. And then here's her thing posing with that. I mean, honestly, y'all. Honestly, we might make this the thumbnail right here. It's so ridiculous. I don't even know what to say now. She puts her little thing right here again, a mixture of her personal story in with a specific sales pitch for this. And then again, the little sales pitch of fake reviews. Now, access Arming the Next Generation with Weapons of Truth. Digital course is $218. Digital course, and with the copy of the book. And then digital course is $199. Oh, you can buy the book on Amazon. And it tells you everything you're going to need to know here. Introduction, truth and distortion major. Communication, love versus lust, drama, raise. I mean, and then it goes on. Join a community. The whole 9 yards. I mean, my God. And look at this. And look at her picture here with the podcast thing. I mean, just a forced smile if I've ever seen one. Let's go back to the top. And then let's go back one. And then we did that. Let's go to learn. Okay, so that was one of those. We're just going to do one. Media. Now, this is where 100% these have been taken down unless they've been put back up. But let's just look at some of the titles of it. So, create joy in your life. Because they terminated the channel. Spoiler alert, okay? Now, let's just take a moment and look at these absolutely cheesy thumbnails. I'm not trying to say mine aren't either. Oh, God. Let's just be clear on that. Okay, mine are cheesy too, okay? This is a different vibe, okay? Look at the title. Jody and Ruby, what is truth? And these poses. You know, and what gets me with this is knowing the abuse that was going on behind the scenes. And just, I mean, what was going on, these fake smiles. it blows my mind. It blows my mind. And the things, the families they were destroying, especially Jody. So then Jody and Ruby, true versus the truth. I guess they're playing rock, paper, scissors. And then what is distortion? Adulation versus denigration. Truth is under attack. My child is scared of school. And mom. I mean, come on. So Connections channel, gone, done. And then their Facebook page, gone, done. And then couples workshops, view all videos. You know, I clicked that so fast, y'all, when I came here originally. Clicked it so fast. I should have gotten this one was still up. Okay, I should have gotten it was still up. Didn't. Okay. Then she comes back into her sales pitch down here. This is always this. Yes, we are going to click the schedule the one-on-one session because that was still up. Oh, let's see if this works, y'all. We're going to press play. Let's pray it works.
Connections has helped me really just start to see the truth, and I know that seems so simple to say, but I'm brand new, and it can be a little bit scary to see how much distortion you're living in, but yet it's so liberating and exciting.
Connections has helped me remember and more fully and deeply understand who I am.
Connections has helped me in a lot of ways, but one of the most meaningful ways for me that it's helped me is it's given me structure to know how I can be the type of person that I want to be.
Connections has been the medium through which I have realized the truth that is available to me.
Connections has helped me recognize where so much pain that I was experiencing and feeling in my life was coming from.
Connections has helped me understand what truth is.
Connections has helped me learn truths and principles that help me reframe distortions and lies that I believed for many, many years.
Connections has helped me feel a sense of fulfillment and empowerment, and that's one of the most powerful things I think I have ever been able to feel as a young adult.
Connections has helped me with my depression.
It has helped me with the process of grieving. It's helped me with the process of understanding myself. And I'm so grateful for the friendships and the connections I have made with this group.
Connections has helped me to discover, learn, and know that I am enough.
To be able to move past the pain and to be able to own who I am as Susie and as a daughter of God.
Connections has helped me transform my life.
Connections has made me feel validated.
Connections has given me a lot of tools to connect with others.
It's such an amazing program that gives and just keeps giving through all the women and men who enter this program and everything that we learn and everything that we can help each other learn. And it's just such a beautiful, beautiful process.
Oh my God. Yeah, I didn't think it was ever going to end. I mean, I was all for hearing like one or two, right? But then I was just like, this is a dissertation. Only one guy. Only one. I was like, well, interesting that none of their husbands are up here saying anything. I was also like, well, how many of these people are now divorced, right? Because this is the MO. It seems like Jody brings them in, or the wives in, convinces them that the husband is horrible, he needs to go, and that probably God only knows what she does to the women's self-esteem in the process, right? And then they're on the boot. The dude who they put in there is either an employee being blackmailed, or he had just gone through the thing with like the one with your couple part where everything's fine and dandy at first. So, yep, there's that. But yeah, sorry, I didn't mean for that to be so long. Let's go back up the top and see what else is there. So those are the little videos. Let's go to the podcast. Oh, you gotta subscribe. There's that picture again. Oh, so here's okay, here's the thing out. We're going to press play on it, and if it works, I will listen to some of them and do a different video, because again, this could be like so long. I can't believe it worked.
Hello, everyone. I'm your host, Jody Hildebrand.
Y'all, you already know I'm coming back to this, okay? Just know this, okay? Look for another video on this. We're going to go through these. I can't wait to go through. Oh my gosh. This is sad how excited I am over this, y'all. This is very sad on my part, okay? I need better, healthier hobbies, for God's sakes. Okay, let's go back to media. Transcripts. Imagine what they are. Podcast privacy is not a principle. Are chemicals in your body okay? Standing alone in truth. Let's see. Does it say anything? Let's find a good one. Generational distortion. Allow truthful touch. Teaching children about truth versus distortion. Let's just see if it works. I might come back and go over some more of this stuff in detail, just simply because of that. So apparently it does. So I'll come back through these. If you want to see me like read through one of these or something like that, drop it in the comments. I mean, there's so many. Oh my gosh. Shame and false beliefs. You know that's a good one. You know that's a good one. Okay, let's go back to media. Blog. The process of becoming connected. This was in 2020. So it's a little bit old. How to know if you have pain and if you are avoiding it. 2 ways on how your thoughts can contribute to your pain. Then it just goes on. Anger is your ally. It just goes on and on and on. 2019, let's see, 2018, validation. Let's just go to page 2 real quick just to see where 2018, like where this all goes, like year-wise. So it looks like 2018 is when that starts. Okay. Contact us. Let's just click it and see. Ruby Frankie, contact us. Isn't that interesting that 8 passengers at Gmail? Isn't that interesting that they put that in there? Notice that, how they do that. You know, in the little thing here. Very interesting. Let's click transform. I've been dying to click transform with Jody this whole time, right? Okay, learn to successfully navigate your life. Again, it's going through the whole things here of, you know, empower and joy, men and women's teams 101. Are you ready to feel empowered? Yeah, the power, masterclass, parenting class, access now. There's that torrid video. Oh my God, schedule a call. Let's do it. I mean, not really do it, but let's click it and just see. I mean, it's pretty interesting that they still have all this up in light of everything. I mean, we're definitely not going to do it, right? It's like, who would call us? Can you imagine if we did it and they hooked us up with a phone call with her from jail? Wouldn't it shock me? Okay, wouldn't it shock me? So that's a little overview of the website. We found some good nuggets, okay? So for this video, we're going to leave it alone at this because I think this is going to be like a 30-minute video or whatever, just kind of brushing through it. So 2 major questions. Do you want to see me go through the transcripts and do some podcast? You know, like listen to them, maybe break out some stuff to talk about or whatever. Because I'm not trying to sit here and divert away from Ruby and her actions with her channel, but so much of this, and again, I'm not even trying to say that, oh, it's not, you know, Ruby's fault, it's Jody's fault, but literally so much goes back onto Jody that it's like, oh, whoa. So this psychological culty vibe that's going on here fascinates me to no end. And so I feel like when you read things like the transcripts of the podcast, it gives you more insight into that. Because let me tell you what, that 45-minute intro or infomercial we were forced to watch with the people talking about it, that was like, oh, this is giving what is it, Avon, you know, the little pyramid scheme things. I don't know if Avon is specifically, but you know what I'm saying, like that kind of a thing of like, all your friends are selling it, join our team, you know, kind of a thing. It wouldn't surprise me that this was a pyramid scheme too, where you got kickbacks when you sold the things, right? So it's giving that. I hope that all the people that have been victimized by her are able to make it to the other side, or in a place that if she hasn't destroyed their life, they can speak out against her and help bring her down. And anyone associated with her, right? Because as we see, Ruby is a good example. I mean, look what's going on there. You know, oh, we have this shiny, happy family that total abuse and neglect is going on behind the scenes. I just... nothing really shocks me anymore, but I'm still shocked by it. So anyways, what was your favorite part of the website? Do you want to see me do the other 2 things I talked about? If so, drop in the comments and we'll keep going. And if you are still watching, Mr. Roscoe is asleep right here, but does ask for little baby sofas so he can rest from the traumatic experience of that 45-minute infomercial we were forced to watch. And until we do gather around in the comment section on those little sofas to talk about our trauma bond over this website, I'll see y'all there.